in partnership with CommSec.
Tom Piotrowski, good morning to you. You good?
Good morning, Pete.
You watched the footy last night?
I didn't, but I'm struck by the intersection of central banks and rugby league. You know, this week.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier in the week,
Do tell.
had a seemingly impossible outcome with the RBA leaving rates on hold when everyone thought they were going to cut, and you had an unexpected victory from the Maroons last night.
Unexpected. Depends who you ask, I suppose. Queenslanders would have believed it all along. Anyway, how are our markets looking today, Tom?
Well, belief is important, Pete, and there's a belief that the US economy will be able to ride out the latest volatility, if you like, around tariffs. So that July 9 deadline expired. The tariffs are going to kick in the 1st of August. The US White House made much of the fact that correspondence was being issued to a whole range of countries outlining the new tariff structure, but markets looked through all of that last night and you actually saw decent gains. Technology stocks were the ones that tended to improve most. So the Nasdaq was up by a little over 0.75%. The S&P 500 rose by 0.5%. The Dow Jones up not quite that amount. We saw quite a decent fall in long-term US interest rates. So they've been rising over the course of the last week, but there was an encouraging bond auction last night. That's where the US Treasury borrows money from investors, and it happens through an auction. Investors turned up to buy those bonds. You saw a drop in those interest rates, 8 basis points for a 10-year bond. That's quite a decent fall, and that's part of the reason why you saw not only technology stocks advance, but stocks related or that are sensitive to interest rate movements. So property developers, for example, were amongst the most improved in US trade last night. So that's all lathering up nicely for the local market this morning. The futures are pointing to an improvement of about 0.5% for the ASX 200. And the Aussie dollar, even though we have seen a little bit of a moderation for the US dollar last night, the Aussie dollar is trading at 65.4 US cents, so it's doing quite well.
65, yeah. Got it. All right. Thank you, Tom. Talk to you soon.